Let's go.
Yep. Alright, so for our Comp 3900 project demonstration, we'll be presenting Hablo, which is a intuitive and hassle-free restaurant management system. So the application that we made is encompasses kind of all aspects of a restaurant, including when customers order, they can order through a clean and user-friendly interface. And it's also for like restaurant staff, so they can perform anything from waiting tables, staff management, and also like food preparation, like organization as well. So this app encompasses everything in there. So this is the team. Fun fact, the name Oblah and Hablo, they're all made up of the initial of our first name. So from left to right, you can see our roles at the bottom as well. We have Oliver, Brendan, Lucy, Angela, and me, Hanyuan. Yep, so just briefly go over the tech stack as well. So in the client, the interface, we're using Next.js. We basically use a modified MERN stack. We replace vanilla React with Next.js because of its like extra features, especially for routing, that makes it like really easy to work with. We use Star components in Mantine for just user interface styling. And for testing, we use Cypress on the front end. In terms of the back end, it's just Express.js, pretty simple API. An extra feature that we have is WebSockets, because we have live notifications. We need to be able to facilitate that, so we use WebSockets to do that. In the backend, testing is done using Jest. For the database, we use MongoDB. In order to interact between the business logic and the database itself, we also use Prisma, so that adds like extra type safety. So when we write code, we don't have to like worry about like runtime errors and stuff like that. And then for our infrastructure, we chose to deploy to Heroku. So we have two apps currently deployed right now. So one for the Next.js app and one for the Express.js API. Yeah, and then we can visit it if we want at time. But in terms of the main features of Hablo, we've implemented everything that was in the specifications, as well as a bunch of novel features. The most notable ones are highlighted in bold. The biggest one for managers is probably the ability to view restaurant sales statistics and insights. Currently what we've implemented includes list of the most popular items, for example, the average wait time for each for customers, the average bill, that sort of thing. It would be very effective for restaurant managers to know that information, to know like what products to market as well. You can also customize options for dishes, so when customers have like special dietary requirements, they can add notes, or they can say it's like, oh, I'm allergic to peanuts, for example. We've added some extra features to make the lives of wait staff and kitchen staff easier. We thought about, for kitchen staff, if they have a screen containing like Hablo on it, they might not be able to touch the screen to like move certain orders around because their hands might be dirty. So we had a little voice activation feature to update statuses of orders. That's one of our new novel features, but other than that, it's just a bunch of quality of life improvements compared to other products that are on the market that do similar things. So yeah.
Yep, so now we actually go through the demonstration, and we'll start with Oliver.
Cool, all right. So we'll sort of just demo at the moment, like what happens when somebody sort of just logs in fresh. So let's first just maybe create someone, Oliver. You can give them an email at oblah.com. and like a password, and then confirm password, and then we can go ahead and register that user. Because this is like a new user to our app, they will automatically be taken to like the create restaurant page, right? And from there they can like set up their restaurant just by like creating it like so like Ollie's place, just like a random phone number for now, and we'll just do like a random address. Can't type, whatever, who cares. And then we can enter like a postcode as well. Cool. Alright, and then so we've created our restaurant now. We can go ahead and add some categories to our menu. So we can like say like entree, and then we can also create like a dish as well. So just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna create like a really quick one. Set that under the category, create that, and you can see that this is our dish set up here. We'll go to like an actual one that's like properly set up in a sec, just for some time. Actually, no, let's do that now. So we can log out, and I'll log into Angela's account. So oblah.com. So she's a manager of a restaurant already. Her password. All right, and then cool. So this is like an example of what a restaurant might look like. So we have different categories. We can go ahead and rearrange like items within each category just by like clicking and dragging. We can also like rearrange the categories as well just by like scrolling through like this. We can also like discard those changes to go back to the original menu, and like let's say we can do this like this, and then let's delete like I can also delete an item like honey prawns, and I can save those changes, and that's all persisted in the database now as well. So yeah, that's the menu. We can also pop over to the tables in the restaurant. So this is to allow to allow managers to manage like the tables and how like people are available in each table. So you can see that we have like table numbers. We can go ahead and create like a table as well. So let's create table 10, capacity of 3. And these will be marked as like available or unavailable depending on the restaurant status. Cool. Anything else? Okay. Now let's demo. I can stay logged into Angela. I don't know how to use a Mac. All right, cool. Let's create some other accounts now, so we can go to like the other different pages. So let's create James. So James at oblah.com. Check. I didn't think I typed that password correct. Ooh, okay, cool. Where's the James? Because again, they're a fresh user, they're just going to be taken to the create restaurant page. We'll also create a hallway as well. So you can have like hallway at oblah.com. Just check that that's correct. Cool. Oh, not now. And then we'll go back to Angela, and we can go ahead and go to our manage page here. And from there, we can invite those users to be different like members of staff. So we can go ahead and add like James, blah, and they can be a kitchen staff. All right, we'll send that invite across. We can also go ahead and invite Howay as a wait staff. Cool. Now if I pop back to their accounts, I log out again, and then I log back in. We can see that James is now on the kitchen staff page. Right. And I'll log into Hallway. Right. And they're on the wait staff page now. Cool. All right.
So now we're going to demonstrate how a customer can make an order. So on the manager side, if you go into the tables page, each of these table has a unique generated QR code. And our expectation for the manager is that the manager would be printing these QR codes out and have it on the table, and then the customers can scan this. So just like any other systems existing at the moment. So if I just use a QR code reader for this, and I grab the QR code for this, and I just go onto a random page here. So if I paste this in, we're able to see that they can view the categories of the restaurant. And yeah, this page is responsive for mobile and also tablet. So that's how it kind of looks like that. And then so I can add any of these items. So let's just say I want the yuzu miso salmon, right? Or like I also want, let's just say the wagyu steak. I can choose the options that have been put down by the manager. So extra sauce. And then I just add it to order. And then if I go to the order page, I can send the order. And if I go back to the Howay's account, which is the wait staff, you can see that it will mark that table as unavailable, show the order ID of the table, how long they've been waiting, and also sends a notification saying that the table has placed an order. So I can dismiss that. And on the customer side, I can also request for assistance. So for example, I want cutlery and napkins, and I'm going to send it. And that would also show as a notification on the wait staff side. So as a wait staff, once I dismiss this, on the customer side, it says that your request for assistance has been resolved. And as a customer, if let's just say I don't need the assistance anymore, right, I can also cancel it, which would remove the notification on the wait staff side. And so Yeah, and as a wait staff, I can also click on the table to mark it as unavailable, say when I'm sitting a group of people down, or I can click on a table that is currently occupied and has an order to view the items that they currently have in their order, along with the options and any notes.
Yep, so we can see on the kitchen staff page that the order has been sent and is now in incoming. We can also change its status to preparing using this Dropbox. And one of our novel features is using our voice activation to change the statuses around.
Yeah, so I think right now it doesn't have any. Let me allow it. Let me just refresh to make sure. So you can say a prompt saying like move, and order is an optional word. And then you can say the number of the order and then from an original status to a new status. So if I demonstrate this, if I demonstrate this, move order 8459 from preparing to incoming. Yes.
Move it back. That's all right.
Now I'm gonna move it back to preparing to show that we can append to an order. So if I go back to the customer side and I decide that I want more food, I can add more to my more to my order. And we can see that they're in two different statuses because the first part of the order has started to be prepared and the second one hasn't. And if this order is now ready, I can move it into ready and it will show on the wait staff page that it is ready to be served. And once we dismiss the notification, it will also be removed from the ready.
Okay, we're just going to show now how you can request the bill. So the manager's page is here, right? Yeah. So if the customer has decided that they're done eating and they want to request a bill, they can request a bill. And then that will show up for the manager here. So we can see that table 7 has requested a bill for order 8459, and that corresponds with table 7. So we can dismiss that, and we can actually complete the order by clicking on their table and then printing the bill for it, which then actually marks the order as completed. It clears up the table. So that order is now done. Yep. Okay. So if we go back to the manager now, which is Angela's account, and we go here, close. We can also, one of our novel features is showing insights about the orders. So based on the archived orders that have been completed, you can see a list of all the orders that have been completed. So for example, we can show here the most popular items just ranked in order. So this is just based on how many out of the completed orders, which one's most popular. So all of the orders are listed here in order. As a monthly sales goal, which is all of the money made calculated from the total bill from all the orders within the past 30 days. Similarly, we have the average dining time, which is the difference between the time that an order is created until it's completed, and the average total bills, out of all the bills, the average cost of them. We also have these two graphs here. So the first one shows revenue over the past 30 days. So this is the date on the bottom and then the cost of the revenue per day on the left here. So we can see, for example, on the 15th of April, the restaurant made $2,000 in revenue. On the 16th, they made $80 worth of revenue, etc., etc. There's also average orders per hour. So this is taking a look at all the orders and grouping them per hour and seeing at which hours of the day orders most regularly come through. So you can see here, there's 14 at this time, some 0 at others, and we can see at what hours of the day orders are most popular.
And yeah, so since we still have time, I'm just gonna, I think we kind of missed like displaying the, showing you how like editing an item can be done. So yeah, you just click onto it, and yeah, you can just change any of these fields. Like let's just say if I want to have another option, I can just also say it's like sides, and then with this, on this, I can add the options for the side. So for example, I can do chips, mash, or any like salad. So once I'm done with that, I can hit save, and that would save successfully. So just wanted to show that. Is there anything else we missed? We still have time, like 5 minutes. Huh?
I already showed that.
Do you have any questions or anything you want to specifically see from our project?
That's after the.
Sorry?
That's in the create section.
Okay, so we've got 5 minutes to yap.
Yeah. Do we miss anything? Oh, okay. So also something I just want to bring highlight to is that on the kitchen staff side, we can see how long it's been since a group of items have been sent through to the kitchen. So, for example, it's been 4 minutes since the order 8459 has come in, and once you move it to ready, for example, then that timer will reset to kind of demonstrate like this is how long this ready to be served item has been sitting there. And for the waitstaff side, we go on to that as well. We can see that for the notification, order 8459 is ready to be served. It also shows the timer so that the waitstaff can promptly tend to the ready to be served items so they aren't sitting there for too long and turn cold.
Do you want to demo the actual website, like the deploy website?
All right, yeah. Also we deployed the, we have the website deployed. Yeah, it's just slightly slow, but we also have that deployed, so you can also play around with it. We'll have it in the README of the repo, so you can also check it out. So let's just say if I were to, probably should go to a, okay, maybe I'll create a new account just in case. So let's say, yeah, it's just a bit slower, I think, on the deployed side, but everything works the same. Sorry?
3 minutes left.
Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, that's pretty legit.
Yeah. So just like to make sure that we've hit every single thing. So let's just take a look back at the main feature. So we've shown you how to create an account, how to create restaurant, how to create and rearrange menu categories, create, update, rearrange menu dishes, including title, description, allergies, options, remove dishes, and then we'll show you how to create tables, invite kitchen and wait staff, view restaurant sales statistics and insights. On the customer side, we've shown you how to select table number, browse menu, add items to order, request assistance from wait staff, request bill. For the novelty, we've also shown you how to request specific items, choose customization options for the dish, add notes to the dish, and start. Yeah, and for the wait staff, all the notifications one, kitchen staff as well, and also showing you how the voice activation to update the statuses of orders. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, I think we're good.